It does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of the staff, management, or ownership of this station. It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guy that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817. Toll free 877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Tom Perry.
Mics are hot.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Right Path Real Estate Radio. 713-785-1817 is our call-in number. I want to say thanks to Jason Bible for filling in on Monday and Wednesday, and Daniel for filling in on Tuesday while I was out on vacation. And so with that being said, I want to get straight to the phone lines. We have a call-in hotline, Mr. Ashley Patten, Patten Law Firm. Welcome to the show. How are you, my man? Ashley? Chris, is Ashley there?
Yeah, he's there. He's talking.
He is? There's a switch that didn't flip then, because I can't hear him, and I don't think anybody else can.
Yeah, though. He's on air. He's talking.
Well, then I can't hear him.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh.
Hello,
Hold
hello.
on. Give me a second. I'm figuring this out.
Yeah.
Well, just talk, because he's talking to you.
Nope. Can't hear a word.
What about now?
Nope. Ashley, hang on while we're having some technical difficulties. Tell Chris if you can hear him or not, because I'm not hearing anything here. I can hear you, but I cannot hear Ashley. Keep on talking, Ashley. There's a switch not flipped someplace there on the board. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, like he can hear you. I don't know.
Yeah, you've got a switch flipped on the board that I cannot hear him.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I can fix that.
He said he'll come on next show, so that way you won't have dead air.
Sounds great. Okay. Sorry, Ashley. We'll get it figured out between now and the next time. Let me see if I can get Nikki on the line. Hold on. Hey, Nikki. Chris didn't know.
Thank you so much.
He doesn't know what flips a switch. All right. Well, this is live radio, so we'll go ahead and get that figured out sometime in the future. Sorry about that, Ashley. We'll get Chris up and trained on which switch it is, right? So let's talk about real estate. I was going to be talking with Ashley Patten about what it is that the difference that a title company can make in terms of doing a deal for a real estate investor. And what's amazing, hey, good morning, Billy. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Glenn. Good morning, Andrew. It is great to be back. It's a little bit of a weird day. I have to say, it's so warm and humid here in Houston, and I just came back from Orlando and had an opportunity to go to Disney for the very first time. Everybody's always talked about Disney, it's amazing. And then, I remember Astroworld back in the day, and that's pretty cool. And so I just thought it was going to be more of that. It's not that. And now I understand. And it's one of those things that's hard to describe. But the presentation, it's not just about the ride, it's the presentation. Now, one of the things that I thought was amazing, I want to give a shout out to Robert Orfino and his wife, Catherine. They were our guides there. And what's amazing is anytime you can do things for the very first time and you do it as if it was you're a pro. Let me grab that door. Anytime you do something as if you're a pro, but you do it for the very first time, you can't do that on your own. But when you go with someone else, in fact, so I went with Robert, and he says, we were at Magic Kingdom night before last. We were there, for those of y'all that know Magic Kingdom, it normally closes about 9. And we got there about 6 o'clock in the evening, and we bought special tickets because they had a special Disney Christmas parade and fireworks and all that kind of stuff. And so we were there till we were actually walking out of the park at Main Street at 5 minutes till midnight. And Robert said, you might want to take a picture of that clock. For those of y'all that walk through, there's a clock right on the right-hand side, right as you're exiting the park. And he said, very few people are going to get a chance to see that clock at 5 minutes till midnight. And we were there then. And what's amazing is when you have an opportunity to go with someone someplace where they've been there many, many times, and you let them be your guide, you can experience the level of knowledge that other person has without having to learn it all yourself. And the older that I get, the faster I realize that learning curve is when you rely on somebody else's experience and knowledge. Now, you also have to look at what level of experience and knowledge does your guide have. If my life was going to be on the line, like climbing Mount Everest. It was funny because there was we went on this Yeti ride, the Mount Everest experience, or what? I'm terrible. I'm not going to get all the names. So for you Disney purists, I'm sorry. I might butcher some of this, but I was talking that I don't have it on my bucket list to ever climb Mount Everest. But what I do have is I have it on my bucket list to be able to experience things that aren't going to kill me. Number one. Number two, to be able to figure out what's the fastest way to learn whatever it is that I want to learn. And I've discovered that by hiring a guide to take me, through the process, I accelerate or condense that learning time. So when Robert was, we'd go into a particular event or a venue at Disney, and we'd be near the front of the line and go, hey, just step over here. And I'm like, okay, sure. And so, he told me what to do, and I did it because I trusted him. He'd been there like 60 times is what he said. And I'm like, man, this is my first time here. It's my daughter's first time here. And he'd say, hey, step over here a little bit out of the way. And what we want to do is we want to let about 45 people go in front of us. And I go, what? Because I'm that guy. I'm a type D personality. I want to be right at the front of the line. He goes, no, you don't. And I'm like, okay, I'll trust you. And what I figured out he was doing is there's about 90 seats on a row. You let about 45 people go in front of you. That puts you about in the middle of the row. So you're like center stage. And he knew if you wanted to be close to the front to see everything, or if you wanted to be further in the back, he had that level of experience. So I see people go, and I was talking to somebody yesterday on the phone. We were heading to the airport. I've got a property listed right now on MLS. This person was calling, wanting to know if they could make an offer on the property. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and send it over. Offer instructions are right there on the listing. And I said, hey, and I started quizzing him. Hey, are you looking at closing this property? Are you looking to, get it under contract and resell the contract? And, what's kind of your strategy? And I think she was thrown off a little bit. And I realized, who it is that's teaching you how to do what you're doing in real estate really matters. I know that there's gurus that come in from out of town. There's a guy that comes in from Florida. He's, I don't know, close to 100. Maybe not. For sure in his 70s. Nothing wrong with being in your 70s, but I don't think he's done his own personal piece of real estate investing. He claims to do investing all the time, and I don't think he does single-family houses. That's just my opinion. I don't have anything to back that up. I know for sure he's not doing it in Texas. He's not doing it in Houston. He's not doing a lot of the strategies he claims to teach. In fact, there's even a guru here in Houston that hasn't, I don't think, outside of his own personal residence, hasn't bought a single-family house in the last 20-plus years. And he also teaches multifamily, and as I understand it, doesn't have any money at all in multifamily. So if I were going to go climb Everest and, I look to my,
2 minutes,
to my guide that's going to help me summit to the top, a couple of questions I'd ask is, hey, first off, have you ever lost anybody, And then how many times have you done the summit in the last 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years? I mean, I want to kind of get your resume. What have you been doing? And if he goes, oh, this is my first time, you and me, we're going to go up there together first time. We'll figure it out along the way. I don't know that I'd feel real comfortable with that. But if he said, I've been doing this for 20 years. I summit 4 or 5 times a year. I've never lost anybody. I know, I'm ultra conservative. I know how to keep you from making mistakes, how to talk you down if things go bad. Anybody can be an educator or a teacher, can be a guru, can be a guide
1 minute
when everything's going great. The question is can your guide, do they have the experience to tell you when things are, what to do when things are not going great? And what you want to know is what's the level of experience that your guide has? Hey, I see it's 9:17, about to be 9:18. That means that I've got less than 30 seconds to go. We're going to go ahead and on that topic, I want to say thanks for listening to the show. A little bumpy on the start. We'll get it going here. You're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. Stay tuned through the break. We'll be right back.
Mics are off.
All right, thanks. Nikki's here. Maybe she can tell you what switch is not flipped. Let me go grab her real quick, okay?
Okay.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs. Jet Lending has originated over 2,000 loans in Texas, valued at over $250 million. Jet Lending will help you evaluate your deals for free and give you feedback on value, cost of repairs, and potential loan amount. Jet Lending is your fast and friendly hard money source for first-time investors and seasoned professionals. Call 281-872-7800 or email us at info@jetlending.com. Oh, and don't forget about our famous Third Wednesday Super Investor Networking Meeting. Lots of fun, lots of great real estate talk. We'll see you there.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts, Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbrokers.com.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400
All right, so Johnny
evaluations.
from Jet
We're
Lending
not
is
in
on.
the business
Okay.
of repairing foundations.
So just so you know, I've got
You
people that are
should
listening
have
on
to
Facebook,
Your work.
and they also said that they couldn't hear him either. So whatever it was,
owner-occupied properties.
the phone caller was getting the live feed,
Remember to check
but you didn't have
repair.
the caller as a live feed going over the air.
3825. That's 346-702.
Okay.
Okay.
3825.
And so Nikki
Or you
apparently
can
called
reach
in and
us
gave you
online
some
at
instructions about what
foundationcheck.com.
buttons to press on the
That's
side or something like that.
foundationcheck.com.
You found or inherited
Yeah,
a great
we got to figure it out,
investment
hopefully.
Okay, got
Problem
it.
is you don't
All
know
right.
how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911
You got it, 1 minute.
or check
Yep.
us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews
All right, coming
so
back
it
in
gets
20.
done right,
All right.
and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again,
Stand
that's
by.
832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
This is Business 1110.
Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817 is our call-in number. Hey, good morning, Mary. Good morning, Raimundo. Good morning, Vi. So I want to get right to the phone lines. I've got Johnny Hayes. We'll give this a try. What's up, Mr. Johnny Hayes? How are you, sir?
Hey, Tom. How's it going?
Doing great, thanks. I just got back in town from Disney. I've never been to Disney until this.
Awesome.
I left on Sunday. We were in Disney on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Did a little bit on. We did not go to the park on Wednesday, but we did a lot of other fun stuff. Flew back yesterday. Have you been to Disney before? Is that right?
Oh, I've been there. I've been there 2 great ways. I went there as a single guy in college who won a contest selling Panama Jack suntan lotion on the beach in Daytona with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then during my daughter's cheerleading days with the National World Championships, we'd go down there, and it was so much fun with the family. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, one of the things I was sharing in the previous segment is that it's amazing how much faster you can go doing things when you go there with an experienced person. And I had the pleasure of going with Robert Orfino, and he and his wife, he said he's been to like the Magic Kingdom about 60 times. They are Disney Vacation Club members, and have been going, like he's been 3 times just this year. And just understanding, the ins and outs, the shortcuts that, you want to be here at this time, you want to be standing here at this spot it's like, to figure all that stuff out on your own, there's no way. So we had the experience, my daughter and I did, of having been there and done that for years and years and years, even though I didn't invest myself all the time and effort and energy. And that's really what I think is so amazing about what we've put together here in real estate education in Houston, Texas, is that you don't have to take... Johnny, you've been doing real estate for how many years?
15.
So someone doesn't have to take 15 years to get to the level of experience that you've got anymore. You and I, we're willing to take somebody by the hand and say, hey, this is what you've got to do first. This is what you've got to do second. This is what you've got to do third. We've got to be up and out the door by 8 o'clock so that you can go see. That's the kind of stuff that you've got to do. And people get the benefit of all of that experience without having to learn the trials and tribulations. How do most people learn? Is by doing it wrong. And I've oftentimes heard somebody say you can't do something wrong enough long enough to fail unless you quit. However, there's another side to that, right? There's a lot of ways to do something wrong. And do you want to, look at Edison with the light bulb, right? He got it wrong a whole lot of times before he finally got it right. Imagine if somebody else had already invented the light bulb before him, how much faster. The next guy that did a light bulb behind him did it a whole lot faster, right? That light bulb number 2 didn't take as long.
everybody I get that comes to us, they feel that the toughest part of this business is how can I find money to do the deals?
Right.
And I let these guys know that's one of the easiest ways, because that's why we're in business.
Yes.
We go out and raise the money for these investors to make sure we have a floor plan or a step-by-step way to make sure that they're successful and make sure that they get in good deals. And that's what makes our business successful, is because we turn investors into successful investors, and we all grow together.
Right. That's exactly right. So that's the number one thing that I get from people also. I hear two things. One is, in fact, the money issue is where most people stop. Is they're like, well, I need to wholesale because, I don't have the money to do a deal. And I'm like, people will lend on the deal just like, the beauty of what real estate is versus like if I wanted to go and start a consulting business. In a consulting business, there's not, any real assets in the business. So a bank's not going to lend against it. There's not lenders that are going to lend. But with real estate, it's a self-collateralizing asset. Now, what I love about you guys at Jet versus a bank is always going to require you to have a significant amount of your own money in the deal. They feel like they're reducing their risk by you having what they call skin in the game, right? You guys reduce the risk by making sure that the people are buying it right. So as long as the person is really good at buying it, and that's an easy skill to pick up, relatively speaking, right? Then the money's automatically there. That I have to say, I get super excited about that.
Well, and that's correct there, Tom, because we loan based off of the future ARV for our guys that want to buy, fix, and sell, or buy, fix, and hold. And for the investors that can go out, hook up with people like Right Path Real Estate to help them learn this business and find houses at good margins, those guys can come to us and pretty much get into a deal a lot of times with no money out of pocket or very little money out of pocket. And then we have a roadmap for them that helps them succeed during this process. And like I say, there's no better knowledge than actually doing it as well as somebody's holding your hand and helping you get through it. And then once you learn those things, not that you'll never make a mistake down the road. There's mistakes made every day in any business out there. But you learn how to do it the right way and meet up with the right team that can help you be successful, and that's what makes us all more better in this Houston market. And guess what? This is a great market. We're in a great market here in Texas that we can succeed in this business, and there's a lot of deals out there that will help us do that. All you got to do is hook up with the right people like Jet Lending and Right Path Real Estate.
Yeah, I think that makes a great team. I'm in traveling over the last, several days, and also went to an event in Houston on Friday night, was using Uber and Lyft and a shuttle service, from the airport to the hotel, those kind of things, all in Houston. And just talking to the drivers, hey, are you from Houston originally? How long have you been here? And person after person after person is not an original Texan. They've moved here in the last 5 years. And why did they do that? Housing is so affordable here. I had a guy last night on the shuttle from the airport back to the hotel where I parked my car. And he said, I moved here 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was living in L.A., and that's not where I'm really originally from. But out there, I worked in an operating room at UCLA. And he said, I was the guy that, brought the patient in and kind of prepped him for surgery and that kind of stuff. And he said, but out there, houses start at about $400,000. And he said, over here, he said, I didn't know any. I said, did you know anybody? Did you have family? No. He said, I was able to retire and had a chunk of change. And he said, I was able to come to Houston and buy a 3,000 square foot house for less than $200,000 new build. And I said, Houston's one of the best places for affordable housing, which is a great opportunity for investors. Why that's so good, I think most people don't realize, is that with an abundance of people moving here, there's plenty of people that will move here and, yes, buy a house. But plenty of people will move here and look for a place to rent. And as long as there's a place that people are wanting to move to, then if you're in the housing business, that's always a great business to be in. food and shelter are two of the biggest needs that people have in life, right? And if you're in in either one of those, then you're probably never going to have to worry about, is it a bad market? Is it a good market? I mean, tell us your opinion about being in the rental business right now.
Well, as you know, and I know, and a lot of people we do business with, and hopefully a lot of people that listen to this radio show, even if they don't know, it is the time to be in it right now with what appreciation is doing in Texas on properties and the opportunity and the lending out there.
Yes.
I mean, there's programs you can go out there with no money out of pocket and get into rental properties that'll bring you $400 to $500 a month cash flows, as low as rates are today, and over the next 10 years with appreciation and principal pay down, if you do 10 houses over that period, you could add another $1 million worth of net worth to you and still hold on to a lot of your cash. And there's not a lot of things you can do to be able to do that. You have to put a lot of money into these deals. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, or if you do have an abundance of cash that's sitting out there making 1, 2, 3% in CDs or things, it is a great opportunity to invest in rental properties in Texas today, and you can get your returns up into the 15, 20, 25, 30% rate returns if you leverage your lending power. And that's what the power of low rates and this market will do in Texas, is help you build wealth, and that's what we're here to help our people do. And don't let me get off the phone to let everybody know we're running our December special like we do every year, and if you close a loan or order an appraisal by December 31st and close that loan by January 15th, we have our promotional rate of 8.9% interest only and 3.5 points on a 6-month loan for a buy and sell or buy and hold to get these new investors, get Jet Lending a chance. Let us show you what we do. We're reliable. We do what we say. We close in a timely manner in anywhere from 5 to 8 days normally, if title's ready and appraisal's back. And let us show you how we can help you make money and build wealth in this industry. And then once you see how we do business, then hopefully we can do more business with you by running this promotional rate to just give us a chance and let us show you how we can help you improve wealth.
Well, in fact, I want to give you a shout out because I was on this trip over this past weekend, and I know that one of my business partners, you know him, Robert. He was my guide, and so he was in the process of buying a property, closing on it yesterday, and he was trying to raise money, and what happened is without Jet, the deal would not have gone through, and so Jet saved the day. It was a deal that looked like it was falling apart, and he gave you guys a call. Should have called you first, but he called you a little bit late, but Jet delivers again. In fact, I know there's an email going out that I can't say the word on the air, but it's basically Jet saved the day. It's going to be a little bit more colorful than that when the email goes out. But that's the thing that, this business is about relationships. And you need to establish a great relationship with a lender that you can count on. And Jet has always delivered. Now, here's the other advantage is Jet has the experience to know if it's a deal that's good or not. And so you get a chance to lend on their or to lean on their experience, and they'll say, hey, you know what? You're in this a little bit too high a price. And because of that, your margins, it makes the deal a little bit risky. And you want that kind of information. I mean, when you're brand new or even if you're experienced, that's the kind of experience that you want to lean on. And that's why you need to give Jet Lending a call. Their number is 281-872-7800. That's 281-872-7800. And their website is jetlending.com. That's jetlending.com. Give them a call today. Music says I'm out of time. Johnny, as always, it's a pleasure having you on the show, and I'm sure I'll see you before the holidays. If not, have a Merry Christmas. All right, thanks. Yeah, I'll see you tonight. All right, perfect. Great, thanks.
Take care. Bye.
Hey, Bruce, welcome to the show.
Mics are off.
Yes. Yeah, Ginger Jet lends in Houston, Dallas. They're lending in Austin now. So I don't know if they live in Amarillo, but if the
Time is
deal
money
makes
in a real estate
sense,
deal.
then they're
Your
gonna
insurance
lend.
company is
So
slow
I know they're starting to expand a little bit into
Deal
Corpus Christi
like
because
that.
we have a
quick
a
turnaround
base
on
camp
quotes
member
or buying. The agency for
that's
that is
doing some
Benchmark
deals down there
Insurance
in
Group of
Corpus. So I know
The
that
team
they're
at
looking at
Benchmark
deals on
understands the
a.
investment
They don't have an
process.
office or
They
an
know what
underwriter
you
there or
need and
anything
when
like
you
that,
need
but
it. We're here for
but
you.
they're starting to
Are you a
expand.
rehabber,
So
wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our
Am I
exclusive
am I
investor
coming in
package.
clear?
yes,
Call us
absolutely.
And let us show you
Alright,
what
cool.
we can do for you at 281-569-4353.
We don't have another
That's
caller, right?
281-569-4353. Or online
Roger that.
at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs. Jet Lending is your fast and friendly hard money source for first-time investors and seasoned professionals. Call 281-872-7800 or email us at info@jetlending.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property?
2 minutes to come back.
Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Do you have cracks
1
in your
minute to
brick,
come back.
doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business
30
of
seconds to come
repairing
back.
Yep.
foundations or selling you unnecessary peer work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
This is Business 1110.
Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio. So it was great having Johnny on the air. And, you know, one of the things we were talking about right before the air is, you know, when you go through certain things in life and you have these aha moments, and this is one of the things that I had discovered before, but it just confirmed it, that when you can hire somebody to be your guy to do something, I think that one of the differences between successful people in life and unsuccessful people in life, people that struggle to kind of get out of there, it's a mindset thing, really. some people are out there and they want to figure everything out themselves, and they'll get to a certain level in life. But then there's other people that want to experience, and they rely on the experience of others to accelerate their learning curve. You know, isn't that really what college is all about? Is that somebody could go and figure out, chemistry from scratch all by themselves. But if you really love chemistry, wouldn't you go and get a degree in chemistry? Or somebody could figure out mechanical engineering or petroleum engineering all by themselves. But doesn't it make sense to go and learn from someone that already knows what they're doing in that respect? And I know that sometimes people look at this and they go, well, it seems kind of simple. I could just figure it out on my own. And what I realize is that, you know what? Most things in life, once you understand them, they are very simple. I mean, if you were to ask me, hey, Tom, is it simple to flip a house? Yeah, of course it's simple to flip a house. It is. It's very simple. There's a lot of moving parts, but it's a very simple process. Now, thank goodness I learned from other people how to do that. And then I've added with that knowledge based on my experience, because what I realize is that now I've done more actual transactions than most of the people that have taught me. There's a handful of people that have done more transactions than me over a longer period of time. Some people have over 15 or 20 years, their total number of volume, but they've been doing it 2 and 3 times longer than me. But in the last 5 years, I don't know that anybody's done as many as we have at Right Path, and then have had the success helping students locally right here, and then also helping students in other parts of the country. People that are, having great success in other parts of the country. And some of those people in other parts of the country actually invest right here in Houston because it's such a great market. And let me just give you a simple example of a mistake. In my opinion, is if I ask a question like, hey, what kind of rate of return are you looking to get in the marketplace, the real estate marketplace, that is? And you can compare that rate of return in the real estate market versus the stock market versus almost anything else that you could invest in. And so in the real estate market, literally there are ways that you can, in one area of the 5 areas that we can make money, would you rather make 7%? Would you rather make 14%? Would you rather make 21%, 28%, or 35%? And most people, if I just ask the question that way, would you rather make 7% or 35%? Almost everyone says 35%. Yet, I see people that are very knowledgeable, smart people, that what they'll do is they'll buy, let's say, a $150,000 house that's appreciating at 7%, and they'll buy it with cash, with no leverage. And that house will appreciate at 7%. And they have the full $150,000 in that house. And so, therefore, they earn 7% on that house. But imagine if you had $150,000 you were going to invest, and you split that up into 5 $30,000 chunks. And you bought a $150,000 house with $30,000 down and $120,000 of borrowed money. That's an 80-20, a 5-to-1 ratio. You're only in 1/5 of the value of the house. That's 20%. What that means is you still get that 7% appreciation, but it's of the entire 150, and you don't have 150 in the deal. You only have 20% in the deal. So not only do you have leverage of 5-to-1, you have appreciation of 5-to-1. And that means that $10,500 of appreciation, that's 7% of $150,000. Not only do you have 7% appreciation, leverage 5 times, you go 7 times 5, that's 35% appreciation. It's still the same $150,000 house. You still have the exact same control. Now, it reduces your cash flow a little bit. But what's amazing is with interest rates as low as they are, if you did that 5 times, you actually net typically more money from the 5 houses than you do from the 1, if you bought the 1 with cash. Because if you buy just 1 house, your expenses are taxes and insurance, And then you'd also have property management. If you buy it with leverage, you're going to have principal and interest also. But you'll cash flow about $1,200 a month if you take taxes, insurance, and management out. You'll cash flow about $300 a month if you take out principal, interest, taxes, and insurance and management. Now, granted, it's 4 times better, but you're leveraged 5 to 1. And if I have 5 houses, each making $300 a month, I get not 7% appreciation on $150,000 of houses. I get appreciation on $750,000 of houses. And so it's literally not about working harder, because if you're not managing the houses, it's no harder to manage 5 houses than it is to manage 1, because you're not the one managing them. But Tom, I've owned this house for 10 years and I've paid down, a lot. I've got a lot of equity in the house and it's appreciated. You know what? What I would do is I would draw money out. I'd refinance, do a cash out refi, and I'd pull money out and I'd redeploy that into other properties. I'd leverage more. If I had 5, I'd go to 6 and 7 and 8. Imagine if I had 50% equity in 5 houses that were worth $750,000. That means I've got $375,000 in equity. Now, I can't pull all of it out. I need to leave about 20% in the property typically. But if I had 50 and I need to leave 20 in, I could pull out 30%. So 30% on $750,000 is, let's see, it's $75,000 3 times. 150, like 225. I could pull out 225, buy 8 more houses. And now I don't have 5 houses, now I've got 13. Maybe you could buy one with a little bit less money down and get it to 14 houses. Now you've got 150 times 14. 150 times 10 is $1,005,000. 150 times another 4 is another 600. Now I don't have $750,000 worth of houses. Imagine if you had $2.1 million worth of real estate growing at 7% per year. That's about $147,000 of equity growth. Imagine if your real estate portfolio, imagine if your stock portfolio were growing $147,000 a year with you not working. I mean, no one's portfolio is doing that. Not on $2 million worth of equities. No one has $2 million in the stock market, and it's growing $147,000 a year. And, oh, by the way, it also pays a dividend. And, oh, by the way, you also get depreciation. And, oh, by the way, you also get equity pay down. And, I mean, it's just on and on and on. And guess what? When I borrow against that money, I'm not paying taxes on the borrowed money because it's not. I'm just transferring from equity. It's an asset I already have. I'm just taking, transferring from equity and turning it into cash so that I can buy more properties. If you don't understand real estate, there's a reason why. And what I'll tell you is our educational system doesn't teach us how to build wealth.
1 minute.
It teaches us how to become employees. And nothing wrong with being an employee. In fact, being an employee makes it easy to borrow money and to leverage your investments. Because lenders love having W-2 employees to lend to. So if you want to learn more about this, we've got an exciting story to tell tonight. We have a young lady. Her name is Moni. She thought she was 25 years away from retirement. She now realizes she's 2 years or less away from retirement. She's going to be speaking tonight. You need to be here tonight at 6:30. If you want to register, go to rightpathrealestate.com. Rightpathrealestate.com. It is our case study event. It is going to be amazing. You do not want to miss it. Whatever you've got planned tonight, it will not make you $1 million in the next 12 months. And if it is, I need to be at your event and instead of you being at mine. But I doubt that you have an event to go to that will make you $1 million over the next 12 months. But I do. All you got to do is register, rightpathrealestate.com. I'll be right back. 4 minutes, I'll be right back.
Mic's off.
All right, thanks. How you doing today, Phil?
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825, or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs. Jet Lending has originated over 2,000 loans in Texas, valued at over $250 million. Jet Lending will help you evaluate your deals for free and give you feedback on value, cost of repairs, and potential loan amount. Jet Lending is your fast and friendly hard money source for first-time investors and seasoned professionals. Call 281-872-7800 or email us at info@jetlending.com. Oh, and don't forget about our famous Third Wednesday Super Investor Networking Meeting. Lots of fun, lots of great real estate talk. We'll see you there.
Back in 30 seconds.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Hey, good morning, Mike.
This is Business
Coming back.
1110.
All right.
Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio. 713-785-1817 is our call-in number. Seems like people are afraid to call in. That must be what it is. Or everybody has all their questions answered and doesn't have anything to ask. But here's where you can get some questions answered tonight is go to rightpathrealestate.com, register for our free event. It's a case study event. And I have to say what's exciting, when I hear Moni's story, I love telling it because when you see somebody that is on a particular track in life where they say, here's what I'm doing. I'm working, I'm getting paid. I'm working, I'm getting paid. I'm working, I'm getting paid. I'm saving some money. I'm sticking it in my 401k, but it's not really growing. I really don't know what it's invested in. I look at my statements, and sometimes it's green, sometimes it's red. I don't really understand what it means other than green means good, red means bad. It's been more red than green lately, but I just keep pouring more money into it. I mean, what else in life do we buy that we don't know what we're buying? And I can tell you that some really, really smart people have been coming to our events. And I say, hey, you got money in the 401k? Yep. Any idea what you own? Nope. I'm like, wait a second. So what you're doing is you're getting money drafted out of your account every single month, and it's going out there to buy something that you don't know what it is. And what you know is it's buying chunks of businesses, but you don't even know what business it's buying. Yep. I'm like, okay. Just want to be clear on this. Now, here's a question. If you're going to buy a business, you want to buy it low or you want to buy it high? And everybody says, we want to buy it low. Want to buy a business low. Okay. Well, if you don't even know what you're buying, how do you know if you're buying it low or buying it high? So to take somebody that is essentially in that situation, a really, really smart person. In fact, Moni, she's really smart. You're going to see tonight. She's got a CPA. I mean, she is a CPA. And so she understands finances. And really what she was able to do is she came to a free event like our case study night that's going to be tonight. She signed up to come to our weekend event. We call it the Wealth Through Real Estate Workshop. And she learned so many things. You should have seen her. She sat on the front row. She voraciously took notes. I mean, she was writing down. She said, I had so many aha moments that weekend. Then, over the next 30 days, she literally turned $50,000 into $100,000. And she added $1,000 a month to her cash flow. Now, $1,000 a month isn't life-changing until you understand that her goal is she can retire when she has $6,000 a month. $6,000 a month passively coming in. Because retirement's not about an age, it's about an income. Her income number is $6,000.
30 seconds.
She realizes she's now within 2 years of her goal of retiring at $6,000 a month. If you're not 5 years or less away from retiring in your own mind under your current plan, then you need to be at the event tonight. It will be an eye-opening aha moment. Go to rightpathrealestate.com. That's rightpathrealestate.com. Register for the free event. I'll be there. Moni will be there. You want to hear her story. Ask her questions. I can't wait to see you there tonight. Let's do this together. Thanks for listening, guys.
Mics are off.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.